Yeah, there you are. So we are now recording, but I'll put that on YouTube as an unlisted link at the end of the evening. So let's go to Oklahoma first of all. I'm gonna, unless anyone wants to speak, either mute yourself or I will mute you. Does anyone want to speak? Say anything? No. Okay, it's the Matt Finch show for the next 30 minutes, like old times. Oklahoma Medley Abridged. Do shout out any time that you need to ask any questions, otherwise it gets terribly boring. Or if you just have any sort of gossip to tell that's of any excitement that's happened to you today, just ping in and let us know. I know that what we on the Oklahoma thing, the bit that we hadn't really looked at is the last couple of pages. So let's go to page 31. R329, which is when we get the reprise of the Oklahoma bit at the end. And we'll look at this because it's a little bit more involved, I think, than the first time because we get extra notes and all this stuff. We get a second soprano line, which is very exciting. And I'm also going to add in, so if you're on you've got pencil, if you're any second sopranos who don't want to sing top A's, we've got an alternative for you right at the end, okay? So we can just drop you down and go into a third thing. So, I'm checking that you can hear the piano, yeah, and that's all good, and you can hear me. Good. So, bar 329, let's take it under tempo for a moment, and we'll just play through the second soprano line, and if all is going well, I'm just going to keep going all the way to the end, so you've got a recording on the thing of the lines being bashed out. If I cock up, then we start again. We do it again, okay? So there's the F sharp, Oklahoma, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oklahoma, 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 where the wind in wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Every night we'll sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. That's the one that goes, sky, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. And the lovely melody is grand, and when we say, and so I'll take that last little bit for the seconds. So to tell you what notes that I'm doing, on bar 386, I'm putting you a third below the main tune. So you're going to sing a D, an E sharp, and then the F sharp. So you're just in thirds below the tune. So that's if you can't, just don't face singing a top A, okay? You can take it down, which means that at the end of bar 385, you've just gone O-M-A. You're going to go down, whereas the others are going to go up. The other little tweak that Zoe I was having a chat with her on WhatsApp thingy. So if you go back to bar 369 for the seconds, to find your note on 369, to find your A in the chord, is if you sing the alto line just for 3 notes. And when we say, it's a lot easier than going, and when we say, and dropping back down, okay? When we say, and then you do all the harmonies. I'll play that through again. This time I will try to remember. There's that one bit where we go, Sky Okla, and that's the one that surprised me, and I think it surprised us all when we did it the other day. Let's, doink. Let's go back again, just for the seconds, and then we'll go through with the firsts. There's the F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Oklahoma, 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 where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind every night we sing alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, 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 Oklahoma. Yow, on the end. Marvellous. Got it? Excellent. If you've got the latest, just at excitement, if you've got the latest Zoom, you can do things where you can put your hand up and it actually recognises your hand and then you get a hand. Look at that. I didn't touch, but you have to have the latest one. Yeah. And you have to hold it there and you get a little dial at the bottom and you can do thumbs as well. Yeah. It just saves you. There you go. Look. And I did it with no hands. Really clever. But you have to have the latest Zoom. But that's all. Yeah, there we go. And I can't see my button because my iPad's in the way, so I can't get rid of my... How do I get rid of those? I don't know. I'll just have a hand up all the way through. Cool. Should we do the tops? Top sops. Same thing. From bar 329. So, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, another waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes around. And every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. And the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. End. Excellent. Good. Any questions on that?
Sorry, James has just entered the waiting room, so I'm just going to admit him and then say to him, because I can't see that I can chat to him to tell him to come back at whatever time the tenors is.
Yeah, tenors is at 8:40.
Okay.
Should we let him in?
Oh, hang on, I don't know where he's gone now. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun. He's going to be, I just didn't want to connect. Really didn't want to come in. I just wanted to like set it up. But, hello, James. There he is. Hello. You're muted at the moment, so we can't hear you, but I can see your lips going. Classic. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me this time?
We can now. Yes.
And you can see me.
And we can see you. You're in the right place at the wrong time. If you'd like to come back at 8:40.
8:40, oh, okay.
That's when we're going to do some tenors for half an hour.
Brilliant, okie doke. Yeah, I'll see you in an hour then. Okay.
Excellent. All right.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye. And we'll let Val try again. You never know. Cool. Is there anything else on that one? That was the main chunk. The rest of it, I think, was all pretty straightforward. So let's now look at a new world. A new world.
Mm-hmm.
Not a new world, but a new. I can't spell. Cool. And let's find all the bits that you sing. This is the one you need sort of reading glasses for, isn't it? It's so darn small. First one is on page 4, I believe. Am I right? Bar 90, no, 54. Bottom of page 4 is where you come in. And it's sop 2s, but you can sing along for all at the moment. Most of this is okay. It's just finding the moments where it all gets a bit messy for a moment, because once you got onto the tune, you're okay. So, straight in at bar number 54. A new world. 1, 2, 3. A new world calls for me to follow. A new world wants for my reply. A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by. Let's do it again, just to get rhythms, tighten it up. Same thing.
Matt, I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
I don't think I'm in the right place, or you were singing different words to what I've got written.
Okay.
Probably me. Where are you?
I'm at the bottom of page 4.
We haven't got page numbers, I don't
Okay.
think.
No.
I'm on bar 54.
Okay, hang on.
Woman 1, sop 2.
Yeah, got it. Sorry. Yeah,
But
misunderstood.
you-
Thank you.
Where it gets to bar, I can't read it. I think it's
I know.
5. That says on my thing, SOP 1, but you sang that?
I was singing them all.
Oh,
So
I see.
I was singing them
So
all.
we're
But,
singing all together there, are we?
so let's go through who sings which bit, so you can double check. So let's go back to bar 54. Where we
Yeah.
just, that's sop 2s. And they sing A New World Calls Me to Follow. Then it's sop 1s. A New World Wants for My Reply.
I
Sop
need to
2,
highlight this.
swapping over. A New
I
World.
think it's waits for my reply.
Is it? It is.
I
Well
think.
done.
Sorry.
Waits for my reply.
Just so we don't get confused.
And then the first standing by is just sop 1s. And then we add all the sops together for standing by, the last one. Yeah. Please forgive all the wrong words that I sing in this next 10 minutes, because it really is not big enough, is it? Right, back we go to bar 54. 1, 2, 3, 4. A new world calls for me to follow. Hang on a minute, I'm going to mute you all because somebody is still listening. I think it was Jackie. Yes, and again. It's all right. We enjoyed it very much. 1, 2, 3, 4. A new world calls for me to follow. A new world waits for my reply. A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by. And you're coming off on that last by. If you look at the piano, you haven't got the piano part, have you? No. It goes da 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 da, and you're stopping on that last beat. Da 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 da. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off. Which gives a whole beat of nothing before the altos come in. Carrying on to your next entrance, which is, he says, looking very 87, and oh, you're suddenly a stranger. Let's have it, and that's sop 2s. Let's talk through that. That's sop 2s, and oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. Sop 1s, and you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks. All sopranos to a new world. And while we're on that last to a new world, just look at the world and see how it's before the beat. So it's just before the bar line. So we're pushing everything before. And the same with this first one. If we go back to where we started, bar 86, And oh, you're going to jump in on that O before the beat. After 3, bar 86. 1, 2, 3. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. And you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks to a new world. Let's do it again. Keep your eye on the rhythm. Same place. 1, 2, 3. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land. And you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks to a new world. Cool. So cracks, the cracks is on the beat. That the surface sometimes cracks. Not early. That's a naughty one, whereas a lot of the others are a little bit earlier. Now you're in again. Excellent. There you are. Good. Then we have this build-up that the altos start with. So the altos do, you have a house in the hills. You reply with, you have a job on the coast. Men do a bit, ladies do a bit, and then you get the part of your life. So those notes. So the altos go, you have a job on the coast.
That's all altos, Matt, is it? Ones and twos.
All altos, yes.
Oh, sorry, sops. I'm a sop.
All sops, yes, at bar 104. Yeah. So it's we're now, I think by now we're now just all together. So you've just done, going back to 103. To a new world, you have a house on the hill. Sorry, iPad didn't turn. I'll go again. And you have a house on the hill. You have a job on the coast. You have a fool in the back. You get a part of your life. And you're going to hold that life and you're going to do a crescendo through it so that you're hitting the A. Remember, the altos are hitting the G and it all gets a bit squishy there. Then the altos. But then the earthquake hits, then the back closes in. So those sort of two go together. But then the earthquake hits, then the back closes in. You realize you didn't know anything. Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow. And you've got to hold that even though all the other parts are coming in. Go from Nobody Told You, which is bar 115. And it's low down in your voices now, at the same pitch as the men and everything. Nobody told you the best. 1, 2. Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow. All of a sudden your life is different than you planned. So just to explain what happens there, you start off on the top line, all of a sudden. Yeah, you're singing the top line, the sop, and then you're going to sing the line that looks like the alto line because it goes higher. Your life is different than you planned. So you're going down to the alto line, which looks extremely high, but down an octave. This is bonkers writing. So I'll do that again. All of your sudden, your life is different than you planned. So you're now on the second line down, the middle line, and you have to stay and now you suddenly find yourself on the top line. To somehow find a way to be sure of what will be. And then you're not going to sing the next line when you might be free, because there's only 3 parts. That's alto, tenor, and bass. So you hear. And then you're coming in as woman 1 on A New World at bar 135. A new world. And that's soprano 2s, because we're going to do that thing of bits. So if we follow that line all the way from, where did that go? Let's go back to Nobody Told You the Best Way to Steer, which is bar 115. And I'll play that as a soprano line, and you can highlight it in, because it is a bit like, oh, I thought I was on the top line. Now I'm on the second line. Now I'm on the third line. Oh, now I'm down an octave. It's a bit crazy. So 115, Nobody Told. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow. All of a sudden your life is different than you planned, and you have to know till you somehow find a way to be sure of what will be. 1, 2. A new world crashes down like thunder. A new world charging through the air. A new world just beyond the mountain. Waiting there, waiting there. A new world shattering the silence. There's a new world I'm afraid to see. A new world louder every moment. Come to me, come to me. I thought I'd just keep going as a recording. Nods all around. Thumbs up. Excellent. Good. Should we sing that all the way through from your first entrance? And then we'll
Matt,
yes.
bar 200, is there a second stop note there? Because there's I can't see because of the red.
Yes. I think there is.
Brill.
Let me just remind myself.
It's just the C. I think.
C. So you sing,
Yeah.
Come to me, which is a bit of a jazz
Lovely.
note in there.
Ooh. Yeah, no, that's great. Thank you.
It's a bit of a thick chord. It's one of those just things. It doesn't. Just a big sort of. I'm just going to put all the notes down on the piano, and they'll all fit. Cool. So let's go back to where we started, and sing that all the way through from 50. Was it 54? And we'll go from there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. A new world calls for me to follow. A new world waits for my reply. A new world holds me to a promise. Standing by, standing by. And they do their little bit, and then we come in the next one just before bar 87. I'm going to go 3 bars before where the altos go, and the wind starts to blow, and go. And oh, you're suddenly a stranger in some completely different land, and you thought you knew, but you didn't have a clue that the surface sometimes cracks to reveal the tracks to a new world. world, you have a job on the coast. You're a part of your life. Then the bank closes in. Nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow. All of a sudden your life is different than you planned, and you have to stay till you somehow find a way to be sure of what will be. One, two. A new world crashes down like thunder. A new world charging through the air. A new world just beyond the mountains. Waiting there, waiting there. A new world shattering the silence. There's a new world I'm afraid to see. A new world louder every moment. Come to me, come to me. Vroom, done. Where I realised I run out of breath, if you can find bar, and it might just 117, which is a bit of a random bar, it's on the word wind, which I know a lot about. After the word wind, there's a rest, a tiny little one put in, which will allow you to get, if you take a sneaky breath, starts to blow all the way through, which is a long blow, and I ran out of breath on my blow because I didn't take a breath in after wind. So that's nobody told you the best way to steer when the wind starts to blow, and then you can take a little breath and get to the end. Cool. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to stop recording now. Bing.